welcome back, Vigilant Moms. I have a very unique video for you today. Right here, you're looking at a picture of a man. His name is Matthew Cox, I believe. And this is an interview that he did on Valuetainment YouTube channel. And I was very disturbed in a good way, about what I saw in this video. And this is for parents who life has labeled your child in such a way. On this video, I'm going to show you how to have faith, show you how to overcome those challenges and labels that people may put on your child, and how do you deal with it, because I know it's not easy. And I'll give you personal examples for myself, but let me get into what bothered me. What stood out was that when this man right here that you're looking at, bright, brilliant man, was a kid, he was mislabeled. Okay, don't put no labels on my kids. Don't receive any labels unless it's a label that you want to receive. Hello? And his label was that he was mentally retarded, something along those lines, and he was placed into a very special school where it was like less than 30 kids. And he grew up believing that he was mentally retarded. And let me tell you what these labels are designed. These labels that life throws at you can do either one thing. It can stunt your growth, stunt your child growth, or it's designed for you to, it's like a test. Are you going to receive this, or are you going to overcome this and renounce it and fall into the trap? Or there's a hole there. You're going to fall into the hole, or you're going to go around the hole. So things happen in our life, not for us to fall in the house. Hopefully we don't fall in the hole and fall in the trap, but pretty much go around the hole. Some will fall in, but the parents on this video with kids, we're not falling in nobody's hole. We go around as many holes as we can catch. We're vigilant, so we're looking out for holes. So yeah, that's what happened to him, and he grew up with this mindset, and he still has it. He grew up with this mindset, and it took him down the wrong direction when it came to getting money, because he's a con artist now. Well, he was a con artist, and he served his time. But until this day, this is something that is still there with him because of the way he grew up, with that mentality of not being enough, not being good enough. So still as a son, I just listen to his talk. As a son, he don't feel good enough. He still don't feel worthy. He talks about his mom, and he talks about himself as if, I'm not the greatest son, or as if I'm the letdown of a son, or, and, his relationships is struggling, is not, he's not married. He talks about, girlfriends, but his marriage, his relationship life, his marriage life has been duped because of this. This thing has really haunted many areas of his life because they fell into the hole and they fell into the trap. And he's continuing on with his life looking for validation from people. As he was a con artist, I think the greatest pleasure that he got out of being a con artist is feeling enough, feeling, like he's somebody, feeling, when a person would, mention his name that he's using at the time with such, high qualities, with such pride, and it made him feel very lifted up and high. And those desires are normal. He's very right to want to feel that way. But let me tell you, in the kingdom of God, you can feel that way every day. I might not have $1 million in my name, but let me tell you, I demand nothing but respect and a level of just being lifted. It's not prideful, but everybody should feel like every man should feel like a king, the king of his world. Your child should feel like they're the princess of their world. Every one of them. And every son, the prince of his world. And you can't let nobody take that away from you. And that was snatched away from this man. He's struggling to this day of feeling not worthy. Let me tell you, you are worthy. Let me tell you the life I live. You don't need nobody to tell you this, that you are worthy. You are more than enough. And when somebody say your name, Mr. This, Miss That, the life you live should draw out, a high level of quality, that when people say your name, it sounds like they just called out the prince of, or the king and queen of England when they say your name. That comes automatic in the kingdom. But outside of the kingdom, well, this man, he need to hop on in the kingdom and be your own biggest cheerleader. Be your own biggest. Know your worth. Let me give you some worth right now. You got a lot of worth. Just tell yourself, I got a lot of worth. Because it saddens me. Because this man right here, he's struggling with it right now. Now, so how does this play out in our kids' life? So, how did I deal with this? My Anaya, they tried to say that she had, speech issue. They wanted to get her in a speech class. I'm like, first of all, my child, we all have to know that everybody, although we bleed the same, our internal organs is the same, our makeup is the same, there's different aspects and qualities of us, and we in this world want to put us in one box, but we can't go into one box. We have multiple, personalities, and we arrive to different places at different times. So my little Naya, they felt that she wasn't, speaking at a level that the majority that was pretty much put into a box, and they wanted to put her in a special class, and I fought against it. She's not in that speech class, and she's developing, because I know she's going to get it. She's going to get it at her own pace. She was 5 at the time when they, discovered this. But I remember I had a family member. I couldn't understand at all this person till they was like 6, 7 years old at all. I'm like, my child is not even in that boat. So I fought against that. She's not in that. And then later on, they handpicked her to being gifted. This is how I handle things. They handpicked her to being gifted. They tested her, and let me tell you what the test paper said. The test paper said, the test result said, your child does not qualify to be in the exceptional gifted class. And I took that letter. I said, you know what? My child don't need to be in your exceptional gifted class. My child is exceptional, whether she's in your gifted class or not. So you can't let life in the words that people play on your mind. The very thing that people try to take from you, go ahead, grab it back, receive it. They try to say you ain't smart enough. Just tell yourself, I'm brilliant. It's little things like this that the world try to take away from you. Just bring it on back. And the things you don't want to receive, you just kick it out and don't receive it. And don't receive it. Okay, that's one. This is how I deal with, things like that. My child is exceptional. And she's going to be great if she's in your class or out of your class. We have some parents, took their kids out of my school, out of the school that my kids is attending, to take them to a better school, because they think I say, you know what? This is a good school. My child gonna be great. You need to know that your child gonna be great no matter what school they in. Okay, I don't care if all you can do is a F school in a. You have to have the faith as a parent to declare over your child. Maybe you can't get your child in a better school, but to know that your child is still gonna be great. I had another, person had two kids. Two There was two kids, and one of the sisters was in a great school, but the other one, and it was just, same age as around five, wait, very young, kindergarten, first grade, and the other kid, I said, why this kid ain't in the school? Oh, she got issues, and pretty much saying that the child had issues, the child wasn't smarter. I was like, the devil is a liar. So even when situations like that, I will not raise my child with a label like that over her head. I will tell them how great they is. I will tell them how smart they is. I will tell them how brilliant that is. This is what you need to do to your child. You might not see it at the moment, but this is how you prophet. You gotta prophesy to your own children. Prophesy to yourself. And that's how you have faith. Because on Kingdom Living Miami, that's what we all about. Faith. And that faith says your body, your mind, your life has to do exactly what you tell it to do. Now, what are you telling it to do? What are you speaking over your kids? What are you allowing other people to speak over your kids? I have to deal with that all the time. Are you dealing with these things, parents? Are we being vigilant? Because my son saw a little girl. Let me tell you this story. My son saw a little girl, and then we ran into somebody we know, and my son just kept telling this person, I saw a girl, because, he don't see a lot of people his size. He was happy. He saw a little person. I saw a little girl. And so I told this person what he was saying. Oh, we just saw a little girl over there who was talking to her. And then this person up and said, oh, you gonna have problems with him, with girls. I said, no, I'm not. You say, you're not? I said, no. See, that's the thing. Now, I could have sit there and received that. Oh, I'm going to have problems with him and girls. Oh, geez. Oh, I ain't going to be able to, enjoy my grandbabies, because I'm going to have grandbabies scattered all around the world because my son, no, not mine. Not mine. I said, no, you're not. She said, he not. I said, no. I told her what it's going to be. You tell the world. You tell it what it's going to be. I said, no, he's going to get married. He's going to save himself till he get married. Okay, he need to hear these things. Because if all he hearing is the things that other people say, then that's what he go do. But he need to come from, it's important when it's coming from your mouth. What are you saying it's going to be, parents, okay? So, I want to thank you for listening, and I'll see you next Vigilant Mom.